Ciao, what's up everybody? All right, in this video today, we are testing out the Sony Xperia Mark 6. We walked all the way over here for the particular backlights and lights of the District 1 skyscrapers. So I want to see how the lighting is. This is a phone on a gimbal compared to the Sony ZV-E10. This is built-in microphone, the professional video app in the Sony phone on a broken DJI Osmo 3 gimbal. So, on the stock microphones built into the phone. So you let me know in the comment section. I think if this camera works, we're going to be, well, if this phone works for what we do, we don't have to take the Sony E10 with us when we go on vacation, which reduces a lot of weight. We can go to a wider angle module on the phone, but the clarity of video was not as good. So I want to really test out. We're at 4K, 60 frames per second, auto white balance set to auto, through the new updated Pro video function out of the Sony camera app. So far, the phone, if I had to give it a review for what I do for my purpose, especially if this looks good, which it's looking really good, and doubly, especially if the microphones are working really good, I put this phone, probably the best phone I've ever got. I mean, we worked 2 months to get it though, so. I hope it does the trick. In these days, I just like to simplify stuff. I don't want to travel around with a bunch of things. I want to travel around cheaper too. So like just have one bag, 3 pairs of underwear, 3 to 4 pairs of underwear, 3 to 4 shirts, 1 pair of shorts, and 10 pairs of socks. Challenge. Really, I know a child's name is something else that I always forget. I want to carry just one sack though. I don't want to carry a laptop with me anymore. I just want to take the 2 phones, the Fold, which I bought years ago used. It's Winnie's old phone. As far as electronics and buying more shit, we don't need to buy any more shit. I'm done buying shit. I mean, of course, you always need new stuff because electronics are made cheaply these days, but this phone is made very well. It's a quality, in my opinion, phone. It is Friday night. It is December 6th already. Just have to kick in the ass. A lot to get done this month. So I think it's looking good. I think this is going to work as the main phone for the main camera for the channel. So much lighter than carrying around a huge. This stuff hurts my back because we walk around too much. I'm trying to revamp everything too. I'm trying to figure out like not stream every day. I'm not good at streaming every day. I get annoyed. Try to figure out more though, like schedule and shit to do. We are 14 days away from the new subway. Yep. 2.5 weeks away from the new subway. Please make sure you let me know in the comment section what you think about the image quality, the auto white balance at night, and the microphones. I don't even want to take external microphones with me anywhere. All that equipment is just annoying. It doesn't do anything extra for my channel either. I don't like carrying around all that crap. Carrying around 20 pounds worth of shit you're probably not going to use that day anyways. I'd prefer to not have to use. I like built-in microphones. We came to this area though for the lighting, to test the lighting. Like what we saw just in the past 5 minutes should really give us some strength testing of the light. But from what I can see, it's doing really good right now. It was not doing good with video out of the automatic application, like the native video app. They had some definite real problem with low light. But this new redesigned Pro Video function that came out with the Android 15 update 2 weeks ago for this phone, oh my god. She's a performer, man. It doesn't overheat. On Prism, when we stream vertical, that's the third-party software we go through, so we can use it like a TTS functionality. It doesn't overheat in any function anymore on the Sony phone. On the China. On the China phone, it used to, I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. On the China phone, it used to overheat like immediately. The battery would last maybe 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes on the China Xiaomi phone. On this phone, Prism lasts 6 hours and 36 minutes and still got 20% battery life. So it's wildly better in all aspects. I don't need a phone cooler anymore. Simplifying stuff for me is the way to go. I just hate carrying around so much stuff. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have to walk into Nihongo town. Man, I already walked too far past, but not walking all the way back. I'm really thirsty. I guess we can go down here. It's alright. We'll go to 7-Eleven up here. Get some water. Well, the gimbal is moving around because I'm moving it with my thumb, the thumbstick. So focus on the video quality and the audio quality. Yep. The Sony also has like a live streaming function out of the camera app, but it works horribly. I mean, go figure, but it does work and it looks the best to stream out of, but man, it's missing a billion different functions, you know. They could fix it though, but I don't think they'll care. I don't think Sony's priority is to have the live stream function, but if somebody from Sony watches the video, because I'm going to title this, you know, Xperia March 6th is a vlogging beast, something like that. I can help you guys with the live streaming app. I mean, you guys could make it beast and really advertise that, because the image stabilization on the Sony phone, I think it's the best I've seen. I don't know why nobody's talking about it on the reviews, but it almost looks like you have a gimbal on the thing without a gimbal. You know, if you do 1080p, 60 frames per second, it doesn't bob around at all. It looks silky smooth. It literally almost looks like on a gimbal. And Samsung S24 don't look that good. So, same with the iPhone, bounces around. I think Sony could really have a #1 contender phone if the price wasn't so high. The phone feels premium. In your hand, it feels premium. The screen feels premium. You know, the haptic feedback feels premium. For a 30 million Vietnamese dong phone, it's nice. I just hope the battery is good. Like, if this works as a vlogging thing, we just use 5% battery for 12 minutes. So that, I don't even know how long that is. Somebody do the math. What, that's 3.5 hours of full 4K HD at 60 frames per second filming on this thing without a charge. That's incredible. I struggle to find things wrong with the phone. I don't know where all the negative reviews came from. I really do struggle. The pictures automatically from the auto app, they work great. The video from this Pro, like we're in now, a minor bit of tweaking, and it works, I think, from what we're seeing, really good. Again, we can crop back, we can go back to a wider angle lens, but the colors and the clarity wasn't as crisp as this one. So I think this is the main 50 meg, or whatever the main, however megapixel the main. Not that it even matters, but megapixels more if you're blowing the photo up, by the way. FYI. Like making it really large. That's where a high megapixel count comes into play. Really past 50? I don't know what for. Unless you're doing posters, or, you know, like big portraits, 10x10s, or whatever those are. That's what megapixels for. For me, I'm totally blown away at how capable of a video it is. You know, the sensor is a fraction of the size of like even a Sony ZV-1. You know, it's made the same kind of architecture, but a fraction of the size. Fraction. Contraction junction. What's your function? I mean, easy breezy too. The whole setup maybe weighs a pound. I don't know, I'll have to look up how much the phone weighs in this gimbal, but it feels like a pound. It's the lightest setup by far. We're gonna get a new gimbal to replace this one. I think I'm gonna get iHome or iWill, iHoney, iHomey, 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 like iHomey, 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 iHomey V3. The new V3 just came out. That's what I'm gonna do. It's 900K or something. Take a look inside the GS when we walk in there. See how the colors go and pop. Just always curious to see. It's always fun to test. I think the audio is directional, so really the biggest thing is going to be the audio, but I've been watching it. I got the meter on the pro mode. Seems to be doing really good. So I can only be hopeful that everything's just working great in this thing. So far for the streaming, it's been exactly what we wanted. So if it works out that it can do video too, oh my god, that'll be a game changer. Just makes things easier for me. I gotta turn it off for the copyright music. All right, we're back. Let's keep moving after our refreshment time out here. A lot going on in Saigon. Things are rapidly changing here too. It's people. We can shift into the next thing I want to talk about, which I don't know what it's got people fired up for, but the cost of living video where I said $3,000. People that are like rage commenting didn't even watch the video. You could easily live here for, like I said, $1,500, $2,000 a month. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, you're gonna live paycheck to paycheck here and then have no future? What happens if you get sick and you're old? You need shit. Living your paycheck to paycheck, not being able to squirrel anything away or to invest in anything, I don't know, dude. And to that end, when you give them numbers like that, $1,200 for example, it's pretty fucking thrifty, bro. That's going to be a person that has pretty good self-control, that doesn't have any bad habits, which is like nobody that I've ever met in life. Everybody's got something they waste money on. So I mean, it's just not, unless you live completely out of Saigon or like in some really shitty housing, the $1,000 a month days are just not realistic. Not that I think they ever really were. Like, I've always thought those are for people that are like truly cheap Charlies, man, which is not a lot of people, man. You might set off and be like that for a little bit once in a while, maybe pull a couple years off, but you got to be really cut from a serious cloth to be able to be thrifty like that 24/7. And it depends on the type of housing you're okay with too. Like, are you okay with noise every night? Are you a hard sleeper, a soft sleeper? Do you go to bed easy? Like, it depends on the type of person you are too. What are you used to? What kind of amenities do you need? Do you have animals? These things, in my opinion, they all add into the expenses. Did you get a girlfriend or a wife? I don't know how you dudes are pulling off $1,000 a month if you got a wife or a girlfriend. You guys getting ramen for every meal together? I just try to give realistic numbers. Like, the whole thing with YouTube right now is there's just incredible amounts of misinformation. Like, you have no idea what's real on there almost, man. Like, just because some guy on his channel says he's doing something or says it's so, that don't make it so. But we live in an era now where, like, you know, you could watch a highly edited video of something and just write narrative words on the bottom that aren't even pertaining to what's actually happening in the video, but people can get enraged because of the way that we're intaking short form media all the time, man. People do it to me constantly right now. They try to take like 5 years of my content and chop up different moments and then just make up like stories behind those moments, like show no context. And it's weird how like we understand that context is everything in life, but for some reason people can't see that there's not context on like TikTok and YouTube shorts, which like, I got some news for you. Like, those videos aren't shot in one take or 2 takes or 3 takes or 50 takes or 200 takes. Like those polished ones that you see are super professional, they're shooting that one video maybe like 100 fucking times. For real, for real. There's nothing authentic about that. Like, I think the whole thing is just 90% of the shit you see on medias right now is just whatever somebody makes up and then wants other people to go along with. And then like this fuck you attitude if you don't hate with them. You know, that's the rising YouTuber stars right now are like rage baiter, hate baiters. They call themselves commentary YouTubers, and they're really not. Like, they never research anything correctly. Like, one guy just did one like on, I'm not a defender of Burger Planet, but he did one on Burger Planet, and like half the shit the guy was talking about in the video was just fucking like made up shit that people on the internet made up about him, and that this guy doesn't like him and is running with some agenda to just make him look bad, bro. Like, but people can't see that right away when they watch these videos. Like, people don't understand that people are fucking really pieces of shit out here right now, man. And they're willing to like slander and murder a person's name, and they don't give a fuck, dude. Because like I said, it's like whatever they think it should be how it is. And then since we consume all this short format media and it shows you the beginning and end to a story in a minute every time, we've all become judge, jury, and executioners about everything. So everybody's an armchair expert in every field of everything, everywhere. Also, as a result of this. Don't know where I was really going with that. Sounded pretty well thought out to me, though. I don't know. Again, you guys let me know in the comment section. We're doing really good on the live streams, but we are totally horrible at videos. I know it's because it's just consistency, but you know, we're still putting out 60 videos a month with everything that we're doing. So I mean, it's a lot of content. I'll be appreciative for what we're doing good in, but it would be nice to just see people comment again. You know, we're going to continue to address certain topics and certain things, but I know we lost some people because you watch those the rage bait videos about me and get all fucking some kind of way, like representation of expats or poor or some shit. Which, by the way, get the fuck out of here with that. Like we in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, that's where my dad is. Hey, hey. So there is a further back lens. We can't change, of course, now. We can drop back to it now. Let's try that. Let me turn it off. And we'll drop back to the wider angle lens for the third part of the video. Back. So we're right back to where it was. Now this is the widest angle out of all the lenses. You guys might have been able to see her because of how wide angle the camera is. It's crazy how good this thing has been. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think this thing's gonna work as the main phone or the main camera, and that is just really tickling my pickle right now. It makes me pretty happy. I don't like the sacrifice of quality. Like, I do not like the DJI Pocket 3. I think it looks horrible. Every video I see shot on that thing You can just immediately tell it's an action camera that's trying to LARP as something else. It's as simple as that. It's got the grainy issue. It's got too many problems. I think this looks better. From what I can see on the screen, this has been looking phenomenal. I don't know about this lens, but the main lens that we were just using, woo, was pretty good. We're trying to, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I wanna go down to 2 to 3 days a week only streaming, unless we're traveling somewhere. I think minimize the time in Saigon streaming. By meaning not like quitting, but just going 7 days a week. I think what's happened with going 7 days a week is people are just too accustomed to it, and they've just gotten too accustomed to it being on too frequently. So there's just like a lack of people needing to feel like they need to kick in. So I think if we just add time into it, like per week, I think that'll be, and then people aren't obligated every day too. So we're gonna just try out different techniques and see what happens, but I think the next one's just moving down to a 3-day-a-week stream week, and then shooting a lot of videos that are polished for YouTube. It makes it so much easier that I'll be able to use a gimbal on this phone. We'll be able to shoot so many more videos so much quicker, because it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to set up the full camera. Microphones, charge a billion different things. You know, this is just one deal, the gimbal and this. So teak ball has to be the lamest sport ever. I swear to God. I don't even know. With no offense to teak ball, but what the fuck? It's like, I don't even know what you want to call it, man. It's literally the Forrest Gump sport with like soccer balls and like this weird curved table. I don't know how it got so popular. It must be really better than what I think it is. So I'm not big on sports, man. I apologize. Maybe one day we'll get back into them. If we ever go back to America, I'll become a football fan again. American football. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks entirely crispy to me on the deal. So you guys let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just trying to speak off the cuff again and talk, and I think that was a good video. I think we got into the groove. So we need to get back into the groove with long format videos and talking and walking and all that stuff. So I think this is the way. As ever, thank you so much for watching. Stay frosty. Have a fantastical day. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.